Austin McCullers, 29 years old. The younger brother of MLB star Lance McCullers Jr. is not living a life of fame or success. Instead, he's drowning in a sea of debt, deceit, and a gambling addiction that has left a trail of victims in its wake. While his brother thrives on the baseball field, Austin's reality is far more sordid, a desperate man clinging to the false hope that one more hand of poker will save him from the mess he's created. Once aspiring to follow in his brother's athletic footsteps, Austin's attempts at a baseball career were nothing short of a failure. Unable to make a name for himself, he turned to poker, convinced it would be his ticket to success. But rather than building a future, he burned through hundreds of thousands of dollars, most of it borrowed under false pretenses. By his own admission, McCullers has lied, cheated, and stolen to keep his gambling habit alive. His manipulation didn't stop with family and friends. In Phoenix, McCullers spun a convincing narrative, claiming to be a legitimate businessman flipping vending machine locations through his company, McVending and Wholesale LLC. But behind the scenes, there was no booming business, only a man siphoning money to fuel an addiction he couldn't control. Sources suggest McCullers swindled investors and associates, funneling their money directly into poker tables, with no intention or ability to pay it back. The numbers paint a damning picture. Despite years on the poker circuit, McCullers has little to show for it. His most recent winnings? A paltry $320 in January 2025, a laughable sum against the estimated $500,000 he has lost. This isn't the story of a skilled gambler on the verge of a breakthrough. It's the story of a man who refuses to accept reality and leaves a wake of financial ruin behind him. Those he conned are losing patience. According to McCullers himself, some of his victims want their money back, while others want revenge. He admits to living in constant fear that someone will eventually come to collect in a far more violent way. Yet, despite knowing the risks, he continues to gamble, driven by the delusion that one miraculous win will erase years of reckless behavior. Physically, McCullers is also falling apart. He describes himself as morbidly obese, using food to numb the stress of his rapidly unraveling life. But even as his health deteriorates and the walls close in, he shows no sign of stopping. "I still keep playing," he confesses, fully aware that his addiction will never deliver the salvation he craves. Perhaps the most telling detail? McCullers openly admits that he no longer cares if he gets caught. In his own words, "Some nights, I wish they'd just arrest me already." Behind this statement is a man who knows the consequences are inevitable, a man waiting for the moment the lies, the scams, and the debts finally catch up to him. Austin McCullers is not a misunderstood gambler chasing a dream. He is a con artist, a manipulator, and a cautionary tale of how unchecked addiction can destroy lives, not just his own, but those of everyone unfortunate enough to trust him. For now, he remains on the edge of disaster, but the question is not if his world will collapse, it's when.